What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for MLB Thursday, May 11th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's MLB slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have a 3-game slate tonight, so let's take a look at the pitcher position. I like Alex Cobb. He's got a nice pitching advantage here over the Arizona Diamondbacks. Alex Cobb only giving up a .648 OPS versus lefties. He's facing 4 lefties, and the Diamondbacks have only hit 17 of his last 64 pitches. That's a .266 batting average. So Alex Cobb is only $8,700 FanDuel salary, same price on DraftKings, averaging 33 fantasy points per game on the season. He has an ERA of 2.01, record is 2-1, pitching an average of 93 pitches per game. So I like Alex Cobb here versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Okay, let's take a look at the catcher first base position. I like Yandy Diaz with a 57% batting advantage over Domingo Germán. Yandy Diaz batting 40% better versus righty pitchers, batting a 1.108 OPS versus righties. Domingo Germán pitching his worst ball versus righty batters, giving up a .686 OPS versus righties. Yandy Diaz is 6 for 17 here versus Germán. That's a .353 batting average and a 1.123 OPS. He has a home run, a couple of doubles. He's $3,900 FanDuel salary, $1,200 more on DraftKings, and he's averaging 13 fantasy points per game on the season with a batting average of .317. So I like Yandy Diaz here versus Domingo Germán. Okay, let's take a look at the second base position. I like Gleyber Torres. He's batting against Drew Rasmussen. Gleyber Torres batting a .757 OPS versus righties. Drew Rasmussen pitching his worst ball versus righty batters, giving up a .656 OPS versus righties. And Gleyber Torres is 2 for 6 here versus Rasmussen. It's a .333 batting average and a .929 OPS. So Gleyber Torres is $3,200 FanDuel salary, $1,600 more on DraftKings, averaging 11 fantasy points per game on the season, and he's been on fire the last 5 games. Hasn't scored under a 9. He scored 9, 13, 25, 32, and 16 fantasy points in his last 5 games. Has a batting average of .258. So I like Gleyber Torres here versus Drew Rasmussen. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the third base position. Here's a value play. I like Josh Rojas with a 38% batting advantage over Alex Cobb. So if you're not playing Alex Cobb, I like Josh Rojas with a 39% batting advantage. He's batting 39% better versus righties as he does lefties, giving up batting a .685 OPS versus righties. Alex Cobb He's giving up a .648 OPS versus lefties. But I do like this pick because Josh Rojas is 4 for 12 here versus Cobb with a 1 OPS. And he's only $2,600 FanDuel salary. Now he is $2,300 more on DraftKings, so I love that FanDuel price. Averaging 9 fantasy points per game on the season. He has a batting average of .252. So I like Josh Rojas here versus Alex Cobb. Okay, let's take a look at the shortstop position. I like Geraldo Perdomo with a 62% batting advantage over Alex Cobb. Geraldo Perdomo batting 27% better versus righty pitchers, batting a 1.081 OPS versus righties. Alex Cobb pitching his worst ball versus switch hitters, 35% worse than his other pitches, giving up 1 OPS versus switch hitters. And Geraldo Perdomo is 2 for 9 here versus Cobb. He's $3,100 FanDuel salary. He's $800 more on DraftKings, averaging 11 fantasy points per game on the season. And he's got a batting average of .373. So this is a small slate with only 3 games. So sorry I gave you a couple players stacked versus the pitcher. For the most part, guys, I think it's just best to listen to these videos and then just pick a couple plays that you like. Don't try to force them all in. Obviously on a small slate, a little bit different.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
But now let's take a look at the outfield position. Here is a super value play. I like Dominic Fletcher with a 52% batting advantage once again here versus Alex Cobb. Dominic Fletcher batting 53% better versus righty pitchers. Alex Cobb giving up a .648 OPS versus lefties. So Dominic Fletcher, only $2,000 FanDuel salary, $500 more on DraftKings, averaging 7 fantasy points per game on the season, and he has a batting average of .370. So it looks like there are some nice value plays here versus Alex Cobb. So the way I would play this is, if you are going to play Alex Cobb, then probably forget about those guys that I mentioned, because you don't want to stack your batters versus your pitcher. On a small slate, I think it's okay to stack one value play like a minimum salary player here against Alex Cobb. That minimum salary value play can get a hit, get a run even, and Alex Cobb can still have a good night. So on a small slate, don't be afraid to put one value play up against your pitcher. Not going to do too much harm there. But yeah, so guys, this slate is a small slate. Sorry I gave you 3 players stacked up against the pitcher here. If you do want to play those batters and you're looking for another pitcher, with only 3 games, you don't have a lot of options. So in that case, because those are value plays, then I would just go ahead and probably go with a guy like Nathan Eovaldi. Just pay right up all the way to the top. Nathan Eovaldi, he's $11,000 FanDuel salary, $1,500 less on DraftKings. The Athletics are 3 of 17 here versus Eovaldi. It's a 176 batting average. Although it is a small sample size, Nathan Eovaldi, averaging 37 fantasy points per game on the season, has an ERA of 3.22, record is 4-2, pitching an average of 95 pitches per game. So if you're not going to play Alex Cobb, you want to go with those batters that I gave in this video, then go ahead and pivot and pay up for Nathan Eovaldi here versus the Oakland Athletics.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this MLB slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.